change in the title. I can see it now. Nice. Okay, I'm live now. Bloody hell, that was fast. Crikey. Okay then. Well, if that is the case, hello everybody. Welcome to the House of the Dead 3. I am Thebpg13, also known as Viper to my regular viewers. We've got the House of Dead 3 with us today. You guys may remember the House of Dead 3 as an arcade game. It did release on Xbox and on the PC. This is of course the PC version. We'll be playing it on the easiest difficulty. And long story short, if you don't know the plot of House of Dead 3, I'll just quickly run through it. So basically, long story short, I think he's called Thomas Logan or something like that. Rogan, that's it. Thomas Rogan. He is basically in a building, like just a big sort of warehouse sort of looking building. Very tall building, is the easiest way I can put it. It was out on the way actually, thank you very much for that correction, Bloodshot. I forgot about that. It is in the House of Dead 2 and 3 Return, thank you very much. The main part of it, so I think it's like Thomas Rogan, he's in this building and he's trying to find some source of, I was going to say source of evil. It's kind of difficult to explain, but long story short, they try and look for something, they can't find it. He goes in with his men, then he goes missing, and his daughter is basically going in after him to try and make sure that, you know, her father's safe and everything. She's got a special agent called G. And that is pretty much the plot. So pretty much I'll let the game speak for itself. So if we're ready on time, which I believe we are, so we're going to do the survival mode. And yeah, so if we're ready on time, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so long story short, there is altogether 6 chapters. There's chapter 0 and obviously all the rest. So there's 1, 2, 3 and 4. However, the last one is called, it's the Wheel of Fate. It is a chapter 5. Also, the one thing to mention, we will be skipping cutscenes, so sorry story, you are no relevance, it's all zombie shooting. Also, you may notice the game runs in a nice, crisp 60 FPS, so it's quite nice on the PC. There is one thing to mention, playing, obviously, like most games, you know, there's always a benefit of playing on the PC. The one thing I will say that's definitely a big benefit is there's no lag in particular. So, for example, if you play on the Xbox, or if you play the Xbox version on a 360, unfortunately there is like a weird lag problem. I do not know why, but there's a very weird lag problem. The other thing is as well, you're going to hear a lot of mouse clicking here. The reason being, it's a point-and-clicker game. Quite easy. The record altogether, the weird thing, well, I'll say the weird thing, this game is mainly decided via in-game time. So it's one of them games that RTA-wise doesn't really matter. As long as you get a good in-game time, you should be fine. So I'm going to just try and shoot my way through these as fast as I can. And I think that's it. That's the first one. So Prologue is actually the main one. So we have Chasing Shadows, Chapter 1, Chasing Shadows, or Entrance, as it's known at the end. So we have 2 routes here. We're going to pick Entrance. Mainly, I think this is the quickest way. I could be wrong. You can pick between 2 different routes. Also, the game changes depending on out of the 3 levels you pick. So, for example, there is 3 main levels in this. There is like a ward, I think it is, an info ward, and a couple of other ones. Also, these guys really need to lose some weight, don't they? But long story short, out of everything that happens in this game, you have, like I said, you have these 3 different levels. And if you do these 3 different levels in different order, you get a different amount of well, yeah, definitely like a different source, shall we say. There'll be a different route. Also, the bird segments, these bits are actually quite difficult. I know, shooting birds. Don't tell the RSPCA what we're up to, otherwise they'll kill me. There we go, nice. I missed the gold coin, never mind. So this is actually one of our first bosses as well. I can't remember what it's called. I am on PC, yes, this is Death. Well, what else could you call him? The security guard? But yes, this is on PC. I am using a mouse. Hence the reason for the sensitivity. I have tried using a controller on PC, but unfortunately for me, it doesn't quite work. Also, you can get more pinpoint accuracy as well. Again, like I said, I do apologise for the mouse clicking. It's quite a lot. Nice. Shot his hat off. Nice. Get that. There we go. Nice. Screw birds. Screw the birds, yeah. Also, there's always this guy here on our right. So, I'm not quite sure. The thing is, in terms of how many runs I've done of this game, there isn't too many. However, it is not a difficult game to... it's not a too difficult game. I will say for a fact that I make it look difficult at times, but don't think that that's always the case. It's not always difficult. It's not bad by any stretch, but it's not difficult neither. Okay. Nice. Killed him. Sweet. And then that's it. We are done. I got rank 8. Nice. But yeah, the game is quite easy to get hold of. Let me see, where is it? There it is. So we're going to EFI Genome Ward next. Also, skip. Skipping the cutscenes, yeah. I actually didn't know it was on PC. So I played this game originally years and years ago. I'm trying to think when it was now. Probably about, I don't know, a good 8 years ago maybe. Might have been more than that, I'm not sure. But I played it first on the Wii, because I could, obviously, I don't have an arcade cabinet in my house. I'm not that rich. If I was, then I would easily have bought an arcade cabinet, but unfortunately I don't own one, so that's a shame. But then the next best thing, there is a few graphical glitches as well, I will say that much. Because it's PC. It's always going to have graphical glitches. Oh, hello. So, like I said, I played it on the Wii the first time with House of Dead 2 and 3 Return, and then played it on the arcade cabinet with everybody else, but everyone else used to play it on. Shame I missed that bonus. Also, you got in the way there, that's a shame. But yeah, in terms of actual gameplay-wise, though, these games are quite popular, and they're still making them too. I believe the newest one's called Scarlet Dawn or something like that. So if you're a big fan of this series, by all means, feel free to go check it out. I believe they've had this game. This game has been out for about 17 years now, I think. No, about 2002 or something. Something like that. It's quite an old game. So, volume's up there. Oh. Nice. Oh, hello. Two guys here. Nice. Nice. Got a bonus life from that one. But yeah, I ended up getting it for the original Xbox. So I first ran this on Xbox and then moved to PC when I found out it was on PC, because faster loading time, 60 FPS, and it's a stable game as well. I wish it was remade. Honestly, this is a series that I think it's not overrated in my opinion. It's quite, a lot of people criticise it, and it's not that bad of a series. Yes, okay, the voice acting has a bit to be desired, and so do some of the characters. But honestly, what do you guys think of the House of Dead games? Do you like them? Do you not like them? I presume most of you guys like them. Judging by the judging by the reaction in chat. Also, this is usually a bit more difficult if you go the other way around. Also, there we go. Okay, so we've got a boss fight now. This boss fight is actually quite difficult as well. So this one has you, because it's on very easy. It is very easy, obviously. But he has 4 spots where you can shoot him. So, for example, if I shoot him here, I need to make sure I get this. There we go. That's the first one. Okay, and then... Nice. Cool. Also, if you shoot him there, like that, you should be fine there. Oh yeah, their bodies fall on you. This is nice, isn't it? Yeah, if I shoot him... Oh, he's getting close. Oh, I got him. Nice. That's pretty good. It's quite difficult to get him. Nice. I'm actually doing well here. I'm getting him. This is nice. This is the reason why it helps to have a mouse. Also, yeah, he will get you, unfortunately. If I keep shooting him, I should be able to get him. Nice. There we go. And he's dead. Down he goes. But yeah, the newest House of Dead game, I believe, is called... I think it's Scaladon. Also, rank S. Nice. You get 2 bonus lives. Cool. And that's also the next one I want to go to. Nice. So usually I don't lose lives until... Also, you can actually just quickly pause the game by pressing enter. The actual game, though, is really cool. Like I said, I've always really enjoyed House of Dead. Pretty good. You ever thought about doing a score run? Not quite, no. But it is very cool. Do you know one thing that I actually liked about this as well? I mean, I know I've been on about it a few times of why I like it, but allow me to just mention, one of the main reasons I really got into House of Dead was Time Crisis games. I know the Time Crisis games don't have zombies in them. I mean, if they did, it would just practically be the same game, but, well, not the same, but you get the idea. It would still probably be like a House of the Dead, or any sort of House of the Dead game before. Yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like it though. Oh, hello fellas. But yeah, the Time Crisis games on the PS1 often got me into them. I quite enjoyed them very much. Oh, hello. These security guards, by the way, that you just see then, that I've killed, they are a lot more difficult as well. A lot more difficult. I believe, I'm trying to think which one it is. One of the House of Dead games is quite difficult. As in, the AI is very, very difficult. Also, we have the birds, the back. Nice. Got him. Cool. Oh, hi. Oh, this is where it's going to get interesting now. I think we're going to kill this guy faster, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we are. Hello. Nice. This might as well be a boss fight, let's be honest. This entire level should pretty much be a boss fight. Also, down we go. Oh, that was my fault for reloading. For the first couple of levels, once you get the hang of it, they are actually really easy. It's just the last level where I actually seem to die, as in lose a life. Sorry, credit. Yeah, the entire series of House of Dead is pretty good. You can actually get hold of, I think you can get hold of most of them on PC. I say most, you can actually get hold of every single one on PC. Via either emulation or via... via emulation or via the actual game itself. I think, like, the first 3, funnily enough, you can get hold of the first 3 games, I believe, on PC. The 4th one and the 4th one and Scarlet Dawn are not on PC. However, if you have an arcade emulator like Techno Pirate, I believe you can get hold of them via that. Don't you mean by unofficial sources? No, I mean, yeah, like Technopirate I think it's called, isn't it? Also... Nice. You got him. Cool. Oh. I killed him. Okay, he's disappeared. Where's he gone? Oh, hi. Another one's there. He always falls from that ceiling as well. Another 3 birds. I've never actually been hit by those as well. I do believe there isn't a COG version. I could be wrong though, there might be one. But as far as I know, I don't think there is, unfortunately. But yeah, it's quite nice that you can play it on PC. Most of them you can anyway. Like I said, if you have a console, you can still play these games. House of the Dead 4 is available on PlayStation 3. I believe there is a PlayStation 3 version. I'm trying to remember what the name of it's called now. Ooh, just about got me.
Let's hurry.
Okay. Nice.
Just back off already.
I think we've got the last bit here. Last bit coming up, yep, we have. Ow. Nice. And that's the second boss dead. 2 bosses down, 2 to go. And I got a B, that's fine. I didn't need the extra life anyway. So last level here that we're actually going to do, out of these 3 levels, like I said, you play them in whatever order you like, but just know that if you play them in a different order to what I play, the route that you take through the level is different. So for example, you could be going back to front instead of a different way. For example, the enemies that I'm facing right now are different in another route that I take, which is just playing the game, I would say playing it normally, but playing it a different way. Compared to my PB, I'm actually saving time on this, if you believe this. I mean, RTA-wise I am, so this could be a PB RTA-wise. I don't know about in-game time. Could mean absolutely nothing. Also, it depends as well about how this last fight goes, so we're pretty good. No less ranked reset. Funnily enough, I do believe there's runs for every single difficulty on this game, the easiest being this one. So I think this very easy, medium, hard, very hard. I dare even tackle the hard difficulty because, as you might have guessed, I'm just your typical player who just happens to have played this game a fair bit. Okay, that was good. Also, them tentacles are gonna mean something later on. So, we've got 1,000 score, nice. I hope anyone likes bugs. Okay, so this game, normally this has about, I think it has 2. Yeah, it has 2 altogether, 2 different parts. So the first part is this bit where you're exploring the level. The second part, if I call it that, can I call it that? Exploring the level. So this is the first part here, and the second, after you do the boss fight, which is here, which is called Sun. Look at the size of this thing, it's a friggin' plant. Also, shooting this here is actually a good idea, as it has several different weak points. So up here, this is also its weak spot. Whilst it's recovering as well, you want to make sure that... Also, I have to try and get these as much as I can. It's a fairly decent game. Also, that kind of sucked. Nice, I got that one. Sweet. Nice. So yeah, if I keep shooting these, I should be fine. That's its main weak spot there. You can see why I submitted. Oh, there you go. Nice. Got it. Nice. So there's, like I said, there's two parts. You have the main boss fight. I do apologise if I'm not speaking too much. It's a pretty short game. It's mainly just a lot of shooting, as you might imagine. Also, nice. Also, with that thing dead, that now means that we don't have to worry too much about anything else. Now it's just plain shooting straight to the end. So, clearly not very good at that much. Nice. I got an A. Sweet. And I got an extra life. Nice. Sweet. Okay. And that is the last one. Chapter 5, Wheel of Fate. All done. I always forget that you skip cutscene and it's straight away everything else happens straight after that. Also, you may have noticed the music is exactly the same as what it was at the start of the game. Yep. Two here on the stairs. Also, I remember these guys because I had them before. So I did a test run before. And there's these guys on the ceiling, I believe. And that's it. There we go. So this guy here that we've now changed. So long story short, we just entered the room here because like I said, we're skipping cutscenes left, right, and centre. Also, this guy's come back from the dead. You know, the guy that you actually didn't see this, but one of Logan's team originally got killed, and by the time we've met up with him again, he's actually came back to life again. So long story short on this one, G's become injured, and we finally found what Lisa's dad was up to, and turns out what he was up to was he was up to something evil, and it turns out it's related to Dr. Curian. So you may recognise that name. That name is familiar because of the fact that this, who we're actually playing as, is Dr. Curian's son. So this actually relates to the very first House of Dead game, which I find quite a nice little part of the story here. Also, here's something that might scare you a tad. Guess what? The year of this game, the year which it's supposedly set in, is 2019. Yeah, that's a pretty terrifying note to end on, isn't it? And finally, the last part, and this is probably the longest part of the actual game here. We've actually got to wait for this cutscene to play out. But long story short, we've been trying to unlock the Wheel of Fate. This is what the Wheel of Fate incurs. Something called the Wheel of Fate. This. Now, as in, it would not be a House of Dead game without looking at something going, hey, that's impossible. You can't actually kill this. But that's actually a lie. So there's actually a health thing on his chest that we're going to shoot. And I might end up dying a couple of times here, but don't worry. All I can do is just try my best here. This is like the final part, so it's going to be hard. I do believe you can't shoot him there, I could be wrong. You can now. Not really yet. So, the camera tries to chase him, and it's pretty difficult. Nice. Oh boy. Nice. I got him just before he got to me. Oh. It's hard to get him when he's like that. There we go. Cool. So the only thing I can do now is try and shoot him. Like I said, I need to make sure above everything that I can just roll for him and completely kill him. There we go. Oop. Nice. Okay, so we got past that phase. Also, I'll let you know when time is, but long story short, time will be when I actually kill him, so when I land the killer blow on him. Nice. But yeah, I'll let you know when it is anyway. I think in a minute he'll actually go into full... Yeah. Nice. Okay, so this part's actually the most annoying bit here. Nice. Nice. If I can get in here, this would be pretty good. Also, yeah, you can still hear the clicking of everything. There we go. And time! That's time! Thank God for that. Blimey. So, like I said, the game isn't measured in... the game is not measured in RTA, it's actually measured via in-game time. So the only way to kind of find out if this run was any good is mainly just to watch the ending cutscene. Like, so GG's. I know it's a very short game. I'll say that much. I know it is a very short game, but if you're into House of Dead and you like shooting games, and most importantly you're a fan of using your mouse to annihilate zombies, or you're into zombie shooting games, feel free to give this game a try. It's relatively easy to pick up, and once you know where the zombies spawn, I mean obviously I died a good few times there, a lot more than I usually do. But it's a nice fun little game. I find it quite fun to run personally. It's quite nice, and like I said, the entire series, I believe there's a speedrun for every game in the series. There is score attacks as well. I think somebody mentioned before about score attacks, but they are a thing somewhere. I don't actually know what this is going to happen. Also, even though G did get himself hurt, I do apologise, I'm talking over the audio here. But to kind of explain that final bit of the story, so you're looking, so Thomas Logan is the guy, Rogan I think he's called. He's the guy on the left hand side, and G's who you play as is on the right. His daughter Lisa is the one in the meat. You'll see it now. Where is it? Lisa.
Hey, Dad.
Lisa, what's wrong?
That's it. That's Lisa. Also, I have a weird one. Huh. Okay, I've never had this ending before.
Hey, that's my car, you slimy bastards. Say your prayer.
I've never had that ending before. I know there's several endings as well, depending on how good you are or how bad you are. I'm pretty glad that we got that ending. Nice. Long story short, I think that was tied with my PB actually. 21:37. Sounds about right. Yeah, nice. I got rank S. I've never had that happen before. I forget there's several different ones. Also, I can put in my initials. There we go. and overwrite game, because this is one of them games where it overwrites. Sweet. Just before I go though, I will explain the story briefly at the end, as in the ending chapter, just so you guys know exactly what I was trying to talk about whilst I was shooting. So long story short, Rogan, you find Rogan, who's obviously her brother, her uncle, or whatever it is, her dad. Yeah, G gets injured. I forget how he gets injured. Or no, he doesn't actually. No, he looks after Rogan. That's it. So he looks after Rogan, and when he's looking after Rogan, Daniel Curien, who's Dr. Curien's, that's the guy from the first House of Dead. His son actually joined you, so that's the other guy you saw in the cutscene running. But yeah, I think that's about it. And then obviously you have to take down the Wheel of Fate because it's Dr. Curien's masterpiece that he's been creating over time. And that is everything, I think, to explain about this game. Again, I just want to say quickly before I do go, before you guys join the next run, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the game and enjoyed the run. Like I said, feel free to give this game a try yourself and pick it up. It's quite good. It's very short as well, like I said. The other thing is, as well, like I said, make sure to have a crack at the other games if you wish. You don't have to, but the option's there if you wish. And most importantly, thank you very much, Shots Fired, for having me in your marathon. It's the first time I've actually participated in this one. So thank you very much. And obviously, there you go, saying about 2019. Yeah, thanks very much for having me, guys. And yeah, have a good one. Ta-ra.